Hi, and welcome to MyBudgetGourmet.com's cooking show, episode 2. Today, we're going to be making a pork meatloaf and baked cabbage. Let me show you the ingredients. I've already got most of them already lined out. Let me just give you a little preview of what it's going to look like. You'll see here, I have exactly 2/3 cup chopped red cabbage, 1/3 cup chopped purple onion, 1/3 cup chopped celery, and I'm going to take all of that mix right there and I'm going to slowly chop it in sections here so that it kneads really well into the meat. I have our Mrs. Dash, which will be taking a tablespoon of this, 1 farm fresh egg from my hens out in the backyard, and a pound of ground pork. You will chop all of the vegetables in this and make a nice puree, and I will show you what we do next. Before we knead the mixture together, I've taken exactly 2/3 cup of crumbled crackers, saltines if you'd like, but I'm not using saltines. I'm using saltines without the salt, and 1/3 cup of oats. That will go into the mixture when I knead it all together. Okay, now let's recap what we've done so far. We've taken our 1/3 cup chopped onion, a 2/3 cup of our chopped red cabbage, our 2/3 cup of celery, our 1/3 cup of carrots chopped. And we've chopped all of these up. This gives us about another half a pound of meat once we put the egg in it. And then we've taken the ground beef. We took a 1/3 cup of oats and 2/3 cup of saltine crackers. I used the ones without the salt. I do not like salt, as you'll see as we go along. I do not like salt. And I've kneaded all of this up with 1 farm fresh hen egg. Once we make this into our 13 by 9 by 3-inch baking pan, we're going to completely surround the meatloaf itself with this cabbage. And then we're going to bake it at 350 for about 45 minutes in a convection oven. If you're using a toaster oven, I would put it up on 400 depending on the capacity or the volume of the inside of the oven. I'm using a 12-inch. So you are probably going to have a larger size oven than I do. And so if you have a larger size oven than this, I'd recommend a convection oven for this meatloaf. I would use it at 350 for 45 minutes. In this oven, it's going to be a little bit different. And welcome back for the final showing. Here we are pulling it out of the oven. I've had it covered, and I forgot to tell you earlier that we should probably cover it, and I put the cover on through half of the cooking, then I took the cover off for the rest of the cooking in the non-convection oven because I had a toaster oven. If you got a convection oven, don't worry about it, just put it in there and go after it. But I'll let you see right here, she has came out of the oven. Yes, she is very beautiful. Now the cabbage is going to be kind of crispy in some places, it'll be dry. It was mostly just for flavor, but you can eat the cabbage if you'd like with it because I put a little bit of the EVOO into the mixture. I put about a capful when I kneaded the meatloaf itself. And that way some of the juice would come out and steam the cabbage itself. If you use a toaster oven, what happens is that the cabbage, without it being covered, will become all crispy and hard. And so you cover it up, and if you're just using the toaster oven, you can poke holes in the top of your tinfoil top and take that off. You put that on about halfway through so that you get your cabbage all nice and moist. Well, I'd like to thank you today for tuning into My Budget Gourmet's cooking show. Today we made a pork meatloaf with a nice veggie melt. Tune in next time when you'll see us make hopefully something from you viewers. The viewers, I'm going to do a contest where you will tell me what your favorite meat is, your 3 favorite seasonings, and 1 to 4 vegetables that are your favorite you like to eat with. And then I will turn this into a beautiful, okay, let's not say beautiful, that's getting a little bit out there, but I will turn this into something that you can cook and that you can feed quite a few people on. I like to make casseroles, as you'll see as the show goes on, casseroles or pastas and things like that. And because I find on the low budget you can feed quite a few people, several servings, and you can keep the belly full. And it doesn't really have too much of the fat in it if you drain your pastas and you use enough good ingredients. Well, thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in, and MyBudgetGourmet.com.